Okay guys, so we'll now move to the part where we can accept the request of the friendship and add a friend to our friends list. Okay, so first, as a first step, we will go to the Safari and we will move to our database PHP My Admin panel. In the FB database, we will create a new table. We just open the FB, then we click this button for the new database, and we're gonna give a name which is friends. The first column will be ID, which will have the length value ID, which will be auto incremented, and the primary value means it cannot be duplicated. And we click go. Then the second one will be user ID, the one who requested the friendship. The maximum, the length will be 11. Then we will have a friend underscore ID of type of integer, maximum length is 11. Friend ID will be the user who was targeted by user ID. Friend ID is someone who got targeted by user ID. And the last column will be date created, which will be of type timestamp, and default will be current timestamp, and attributes will be on update current timestamp, and collation, let's select UTF-8 Unicode, and let's save it. Okay, so this is a friends table where all the friends will be stored in. Okay, great. So we're now moving to the PHP programming part, and we will write a protocol that allows us to add the friend to our friends list. Okay guys, so we'll write a new function in the access.php right before this last closures of the cell of the class. So we'll write here function, then insert friend open and close round brackets, then here parameters we're writing user ID and friend underscore ID open and close curly brackets. Okay, first of all we need to declare the SQL command. SQL will be insert into friends space set space user underscore ID equals question mark, comma, then friend underscore ID equals question mark, then semicolon at the end. This is SQL command for execution, which inserts the user friend ID into database. ID is auto incremented, date created is auto incremented upon uploading some information to the server. Okay, so then we will have to prepare the SQL for the execution. So we'll write statement equals this arrow con, we're accepting the connection like this, then we'll write prepare SQL command. Here we are preparing SQL for execution. Okay, then we want to check is there any error with the SQL. If space open and close round brackets, then open curly brackets. In the round brackets we'll put exclamation mark, then dollar symbol statement. Then in the curly brackets we'll write throw new exception. And in the round brackets we're writing statement error semicolon at the end. This is when error happens. Okay, or just error happened. Okay, so after that we want to assign a real values or parameters instead of these question marks. Okay, so we'll write statement arrow bind param SQ as the first parameter. Here we'll put double I, which states for the integer. Integer will be for the first parameter and the integer will be for the second parameters. Parameters are these values. Okay, so integer will be user ID, then comma, then we're writing dollar symbol friend ID. Okay, so this first question mark, this is the second question mark. So for the first question mark we have the integer value, and for the second one integer value, and all of these integer values are user ID and friend ID, which going to replace the question marks, and here semicolon at the end. Here a point parameters instead of question marks. Okay, very good. After that we'll execute the statement. So we'll write statement arrow execute semicolon at the end, and let's assign the result of the execution to the variable result equals statement execute. Assign result of execution to result variable, and let's return result variable. Return result semicolon at the end. Okay, very good. So this function inserts friend into friends table of Facebook database. Okay, so we're done with this protocol, so we will go now to the friends.php to program our scenario. So here we have different scenarios. So currently we have the scenario search to search the user, we have the scenario add, which sends request, and we have a scenario reject, which declines request. Then we have scenario requests, which returns all the requests. So we need now to program one more scenario, which will be, let's say, confirm. Okay, so here we'll write one more scenario, else if open and close round brackets, and again open and close round brackets. In the second round brackets, we're writing $symbol underscore request in the square brackets. Then in the quotation marks, we'll write action. Then we're coming out of the square brackets. Then we are coming out for the second square round brackets equals. Then in the question mark, we write confirm. Coming out from the first round brackets and open curly brackets and close it. Okay, very good. So this scenario will be for confirming the user. So here we will write confirm the friend. Okay, so first of all we need these two parameters, user ID and friend ID. Okay, so here we already checked that for the request, which is reject. What we will do, we'll copy the if statement along with the user ID HTML entities. We'll just copy this block of code and we'll insert it right over here rather than rewriting it. Okay, so here we are checking are user IDs and friend IDs passed to this file or not. If they are not passed, so then it will return the error message. If they are passed, so this block of code won't be executed. If they are passed, then we will go directly here and we'll appoint user ID and friend ID to our new variables, which is user ID and friend ID here. Okay, which is excellent. Now we will go and execute the function. So what we do is we simply write here access arrow insert friend user ID and friend ID, these two variables which we have got, and we put here semicolon at the end. Okay, the result of the execution of this function must be assigned to a new variable. So I create a new variable which is a result, which will store the result of this execution. Assign the result of execution of insert friend to result variable. And let's now check the result variable. And here we'll write if $symbol result, then open and close curly brackets, and then write else statement. If there is a result, means confirmed, and this for the else method, it will be failed to confirm. Okay. If the result is, if there is a some result, means the friend is inserted successfully, so then we'll throw a message $symbol return open and close square brackets, then single quotation marks here, status will be equals to, in the question marks we'll write 200, then we'll declare the message return square brackets, then question marks, message will be friend is confirmed successfully. Okay, very good. And for the failure, here we will just copy this output code. Status here we'll write 400. The message will be failed to confirm the friend. Okay, great. And one more thing is, currently we are having, let's say, User under the ID 2 is having 1, 2, 3 requests for the friendship. Once we accept, for example, first request, then we want to insert the data in the friends table and we want to delete this request. So it means this friendship is already accepted. For that purpose, we'll write one function which we have already written access arrow, which will be delete request user ID and friend ID as we receive here. So everything is ready. So we have got the ready base. So delete request after it got confirmed. Delete request from request table after it got confirmed. Means it goes to friends. Okay, excellent. So that is how it works. Let's go and check this on the practice. I'll just open a new tab. I'll open here a new tab and I'll write here localhost, then FB, then we've got friends.php question mark, then we have an action will be equals to confirm, then friend ID, the one who got targeted, guys. I'm going to request, so 3, 4, and 5, they requested 2 to be a friend. So friend will be 2, user ID, let's say, will be 3. Okay, user ID, the one who requested, will be 3. So I click enter, friend is confirmed successfully. Then I'll refresh requests, so 3 is gone, and in friends, here we go, here we got 3. Okay, very good. So let's try it one more time. So here requests we have here 4, and here I'll refresh it. 4 is gone and 4 comes here. 4, 2. Excellent. So this part now, confirming the friend, the backend part, it works very, very well. In case if for you it doesn't work, just pause the video, make sure that this block of code you have written correctly, that you have no error messages, everything is fine. Or for the access, make sure that insert friend, it works as well fine for you. Okay guys, so we'll now move to the front end part, which is an Xcode, and implement everything on the practice directly to the app. Let's go and do this.